So, hello guys. I don't know about you, but when I hear that song, I could kick a door off its hinges. And that is the exact same energy that Femtek is bringing to the women of the world. My name is Olivia, and I'm the founder of Femtek, the first menstrual health and women's smart ring that encompasses the entire life cycle of a woman in its user experience. Now, to shift the narrative a little bit, when we talk about infertility, 1/8 of couples actually experience this. Now, if you look at some of the other statistics, there have been 300,000 Medicare health claims for reproductive health services. Now, if you actually look at the other statistics, 80% of couples don't actually know when they're fertile when they seek reproductive assistance. Femtek is on a mission to change this, and women need what we are making, but don't take my word for it.
What a complete surprise. My period is late yet again and I have no idea what my body is doing.
Have you ever played the frustrating monthly guessing game called Is It Coming or Not? It's like your period tracking app is in on some secret you're not privy to. Well, at Femtek, we're putting an end to those guessing games. Imagine a world where every woman syncs perfectly with her body. A world where her period, fertile window and mood swings are as predictable as that morning coffee. Sounds pretty amazing, right? Meet the community who deserve a solution to their unique problems. We're talking about the women trying to conceive, the women tackling health issues like endometriosis and PCOS.
Femtek!
We have the answer, the basal body ring. This revolutionary smart ring created by women for women is designed to boost body and cycle literacy. It seamlessly integrates with our user-friendly cycle tracking app, providing you with precise insights into your fertility and menstrual cycles. With accurate data and personalised suggestions delivered to you daily, you'll never be caught off guard again. Femtek is part of a global movement. The female tech market is still in its infancy, but is projected to be worth a staggering $1.7 trillion by 2030. Yet shockingly, only 1% of existing female tech companies address chronic women's health conditions, even though they represent the largest share of the female tech market. At Femtek, we're on a mission to bid farewell to inaccurate cycle tracking apps, to tech built solely for men, and to research that excludes women.
Before purchasing and using Femtek's BB ring, I could not for the life of me be consistent with taking my morning temperature. I think the biggest streak that I had was maybe 10 days, and even then I was struggling to interpret the data because I wasn't able to.
As a mum with a little baby as well, it's really easy to use the BB ring and just be able to use that and not have to worry about taking oral temperatures, especially when sleep isn't always consistent for me.
Olivia.
Simon.
A bloke asking questions about women's health. This will be interesting. Yeah.
Everyone's going to learn a few things.
Yeah. Look, I'll cut straight to the question that every investor and I'm sure people are probably considering. Why not just buy an Apple Watch or an Oura Ring?
Simon, if I had $1 for every single time I was asked this question, I wouldn't need to raise. I wouldn't need to sell a BB ring. So if someone wants to think of an app that can do that, that'd be great. Truthfully, when we look at this question, I get asked this question, we're looking at products that are made for men, because all products are made for men and then made pink and repurposed for women. When you boil that question down, what's being said is that women don't deserve products made for them. And that's what we're doing. We're creating products for women, by women. And when you look at the fact that 90% of the consumer market is women, they're telling us what they need.
So if you mind holding up the ring so everyone can see it as well, do you see Femtek as a niche in comparison? Do you see Femtek as a niche in comparison to what the other companies offer?
Do you know? All right, well, it's off, but I've got a loud voice, so we are all... Are we working in? No. You know what, truthfully, up until yesterday, I would have said that yes, Femtek is a bit of a niche, and yes and no. But today, I look at that question and I go no, because Femtek and the women's market represents 2.5 billion people. This is 51% of the world. And if you're telling me that 51% of the world is a niche, I dare say that that is not the case.
Fair call. With clearly numerous unmet needs in mind, what are the main use cases for the basal body ring that we see here?
That beautiful, beautiful ring. So when we're looking at the basal body ring, we're actually looking at the whole life cycle. We are looking at where a woman is in her life cycle. We are looking at what her hormonal conditions are. We are looking at what she's using as hormonal birth control and what her goals are. We're encompassing everything. We're not just treating women as a binary category. We get to tick a box and say female and we set up a user experience. We're looking at absolutely everything, and we're really going to try and shift the needle forward for research for women with what we do as well.
As a male, my knowledge of the cycle is when my wife starts hating how I breathe. But a big part of your company is giving women literacy back. So I take it that it's not just men like me that are thinking about the cycle.
It's really actually shocking when you look at the statistics around cycle literacy and what it costs us. And unfortunately, the figures are huge. And this isn't our fault. You know, we're a generation of women who were put on the field at 14, and then we just kept putting on more birth control. We have no research that represents us. All the research is done on men and then applied to women. That's not how it works. So unfortunately, the problem isn't just men who don't know about the cycle or maybe know that it's their wife's about to go through a period, but it's a big global issue in the sense that we don't know.
You touched on research, which is an interesting point. Does that mean you guys would collect and analyse data for research purposes as well?
Yeah, and so this is honestly one of the most exciting things for me because we get to collect de-identified data and we have such use cases, PCOS, endometriosis, perimenopause, postpartum. We get to create research that shifts the needle forward for these women and actually gives them commonalities and experiences that they can look at and go, holy crap, this is more. This actually is experienced by all women in perimenopause. It's not just me, I'm not going crazy. We get to shift that needle forward, and I think that is the most exciting part of what we're doing.
I understand you have a lot of pre-sale numbers as well.
We have 466 pre-orders, so we have 466 active users, and a key Femtek family that is very excited, with 91% of them actually being focused on their health and well-being and being happy and healthy.
Exciting. Well, with numbers like that, I'm convinced. We also encourage every man here to buy one of these for their wives and girlfriends over the Christmas period. That outside of simply going out and buying them, what else can people do in order to help grow Femtek and mission?
So sharing, purchasing a baby ring, that is obviously one of the biggest things, but also we are closing off our fundraising round in the next 3 weeks before we do our next drop of rings. So that's a very, very nice time to come in because the average Femtek exit is 300 million. So we're